Hello guys and welcome back. Today I have a rather fun tool here with me. It's an apple corer slicer and I'm pretty sure it does something else too. Anyhow, that's really satisfying to watch. And I use this fancy tool to slice my apples. You can even do them with a normal slicer. It's just fun when I use these tools and I find an excuse to use them. So I'm dicing my apples. I have green apples here, Granny Smiths. So for my apple jelly, I'm going to start off with heating some butter in a pan along with a cinnamon stick. I added in the diced apples along with the sugar. Now sugar here is quite important because what it will do is it will suck out all the moisture from the apples and it will reduce it by half. Once the gelatin dissolves into the mixture, cool it down to room temperature and then store it in the refrigerator for about 3 to 4 hours. Next, I'm going to start off with my choux pastry. I added in some milk, water, some sugar as well, and some room temperature butter. Make sure the heat is constant here and bring it to a light simmer. Once that's done, after adding the salt, I added in the flour and mixed it until the pastry was smooth. Now something to look out for here is you have to keep mixing until the pastry starts to loosen from the pan, which is very important. I'm going to transfer my pastry into a stand mixer and start it on low speed until it cools down slightly. Once the pastry has started to cool down, I'm going to add in my eggs. You're looking for a very silky mixture which has a glossy finish and has a somewhat ribbon texture, so when you hold it, it ripples. That's the ripple or ribbon stage. I'm then going to transfer the pastry into the piping bag and remove all the air bubbles. I flipped the baking paper and now I'm going to pipe my choux buns. I'm going to then flatten the top with some water and my fingertip. In another sheet pan, I already prepared some craquelin. Craquelin is basically some flour, brown sugar and some butter that I already had cooled and then rolled out between 2 sheets of baking paper. So what this does is it essentially renders a crispy choux bun. Next, we're going to start with our Diplomat Cream. Diplomat Cream is essentially 1 part pastry cream and 1 part whipped cream. So for the caramel pastry cream, we start off by heating the sugar until it turns amber. For the Diplomat Cream, start off by whipping some heavy cream, whisk it and add in a little bit of the caramel pastry cream to the whipped cream mixture. Fold in the caramel pastry cream until the mixture loosens slightly and transfer all of the whipping cream mixture into the caramel pastry cream. Now gently fold in the mixture, making sure that you do not remove all the air that we incorporated into the whipping cream. You might need to interchange between the spatula and the whisk, but then again be very gentle. I cut the choux buns in half, added in the apple jelly, round about a tablespoon of apple jelly, at the bottom of one choux. Then I piped the Diplomat Cream on top and dusted my choux buns with some icing sugar. And there you have it, caramel apple choux buns.